Yeah, guys. So what is a cloud? So does anyone knows what is cloud?
So actually, it is a virtual storage where I think store our data on like a server.
Mm-hmm. So does anyone knows cloud? Guys, speak out, guys, speak out. We can store data like videos and images like. So what about OneDrive, Google Drive? So those are the storages, right? Those are not a cloud storages. So there are the cloud storage. So I'm not asking about the cloud storage, right? I'm asking about a cloud, just cloud, cloud. What is cloud? Yeah, guys. What is AWS? So AWS is nothing but a. So AWS. Before that, we need to know what is a cloud, right? Let me give you that. Uh, yeah. So what is a cloud, guys? So what is a cloud? Why we are go for cloud computing? History of origins of a cloud computing, character of a cloud computing, types of cloud computing. So what is a cloud and why we need a cloud? So I will tell you one sample scenario. So this is the hardware server, guys. So this is the which server, guys? So this is a hardware server. Where it is depicted. Yeah. This is the Dellpower HR710 server. For example, this is the server. Yeah. So this is the server, right? This is the physical server. So this is the physical server. And again, so this is the virtual server. So this is the physical and same. This is also physical server, but we installed as a virtual, the virtualization on this server. So there is a impact. So there is a impact innovation from innovation thought comes from physical to physical to physical. This is the physical server, right? So this is the physical server. So this is the virtual. So this is the virtualization. So this is the virtualization. So for example, guys. So for example, so this is the server. Yeah, this is the server. So whatever the code you developed, right? So whatever the developed you developed that code, the code will deploy it in this server. For example, so you have a thought. The thought is something like a messaging purpose. So cool. So guys, how many are knows the SDLC? Guys, how many are knows SDLC? Guys, tell me, speak out. So we're deploying this code in server, right? You deployed on this server. So you have a thought. So guys, I will tell you SDLC again. You know or you don't know. I exactly don't know, but I will take another snippet. Wait. Yeah. So guys, this is the most important, guys. Everyone can learn this. Everyone can learn this SDLC. Okay, SDLC, software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle analysis, plan, design, design, plan, design, test, deploy. Right, guys? Something like I have a thought. The thought is something like messages. So initial days. So how we are sending the messages, guys? So before the WhatsApp, guys. Normal. Yeah, normal text messages via mobile phones by using the mobile, that Vodafone, Geo, or something like Airtel, right? So these are, so they are charging the they are charging the amount for messages, right? Per message they are charging the amount, something like, and we don't know if the recipient is received or not, or if the sender is sending or not. So exactly we don't know, and we are not sent much data, something like it's the message should be a 225 characters or 250 characters, right? So apart from this, we cannot send the messages. So right. So I have a thought. I want to create an application for the messaging purpose. Yeah, guys, tell me. So before, is there an application for the banking, guys? How you are doing your transaction in the bank, guys? So how you are doing your transactions in the bank? So before the applications. So manually you
Just
go
in
to the
case,
bank and do the transactions, right? Will transfer the money or withdraw the money. So manually
someone account from your account.
you can
Yeah.
go to the bank, and so after that they created application for insurances also. Before, there is no application for the insurances, hospitality, everything, food. So everything that we don't know the applications for the those. So nowadays everything we have a applications. We have a application for each and everything, something like a banking sector or insurance or hospitals or food sector or whatever it may be, mobile, or something like automobiles, everything. The same
Like
way,
classes.
yes, the same way I have a thought like that. I want to create application for the messages also. So I don't know exactly that name. What I can I put that for messaging, but I got the thought. So what I can do is, so what are the SDLC modules, guys? Tell me.
Planning. First, I think planning.
What is?
There are this six concept of SDLC. First one is
Mm.
like planning. Second, I think analysis.
First analysis, guys. Analyze.
First analysis.
Analysis. What is analysis? Analysis or requirement gathering. So how we are sending the messages. There first we need to get the analyzation. First we need to analyze, right, how this application is working. So apart from that, how we can create our applications. So the requirements and analysis is the first step. So analysis, then, guys, plan,
Oh,
then
plan. Design, I
design,
think.
Design,
Design is
then
testing.
implementation.
No, sir,
Testing or
coding. After design,
implement-
coding.
yeah, building is nothing but a coding.
Testing,
testing,
Then
deployment,
deployment,
or
maintenance.
yes, deploy. Right. So in this SDLC, so what is your part, guys? Where you are working?
first analyzing.
So where you are working? So what you are doing, guys?
As a developer, we can design like a coding section.
Yes. Coding is nothing but a build. So here developers are working. So here developers are working. So here testing. Who will do the testing, guys?
Testers.
Yeah,
Testers, sir.
Yes, sir.
very good. Testing team or testers or QA team,
Yes, sir.
right? So in the deployment, who will deploy the application, guys?
I think
So where
DevOps
will,
develop.
yes, either DevOps or operations engineers.
Yes, sir.
Either DevOps or operations engineer. So here who will work? DevOps or a operations engineer or something like a Linux engineer or Windows
Engineer.
engineer. So operations is nothing but a Linux and Windows engineer. So for deployment purpose, they are doing. For testing purpose, they are doing. Building purpose, developer doing. What is design?
Sir, I
So
think
design is,
UX developer. UI.
yes, UI.
Sir,
So WhatsApp, when you open the WhatsApp, right, you got this UI, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the modules we have? Chat and contact. This is
Yeah.
the chat and the contact. So these are the two modules. This is the UI. So what is the plan? Plan, guys. So analysis. You did the analysis, how it works, how we can transfer. The plan is nothing but a.
Like
blueprint
how
for
to
designing.
implement that.
So this is the design, right? Blueprint of a design is nothing but a. So
Yes.
plan. So something like a plan is nothing but. So what are the open source? Open sources are there. We can took that open source. We can take that open sources and we can design the applications. For example, in the plan, so we want to take the Java language, right? So Java is the language. It's a open source. What are the open source platforms available? We took that open source platforms and design the applications, right? Java. So CentOS. CentOS. CentOS is the CentOS 7 also a open source, right? Center is 7 open source. Tomcat, I don't know exactly, guys. It is open source, I don't know. So what are the
Complex
platforms? What
seven.
are the platforms we can use it and we can deploy our application? This is the planning. So in the plannings, we will take the AWS cloud or on-premise or a data center. So which one is the cheap? So we can decide here in the plan. So designing, this is the designing. So this is the building. Building in the building, developer developing this. So your part is here in the building stage. So your part is in the building stage, right? Understood? So you are developing the
Yes.
developed code and so we have a environments are there. In the deployment, there are the environment, something like so developers having the development environment, testers having the testing environment. So for deploying in the production environment. So for example, this is the production, right? So our application, who are using the end user, our application will be deployed in the production environment. Guys, understood? So this is nothing but a SDLC, guys. This is nothing but a SDLC. You understand SDLC? Now, now you
Sir,
got
I
the
think
clarity about this.
which team working for the maintenance?
So, so maintenance, we will work the operation engineers. Who will so where we will deploy our application? We'll deploy our application in the CentOS 7, right?
Yes, sir.
CentOS 7. So who will
Mhm.
handle the server? So this we will handle the server. So developer, who will handle developers or
Developers, some like add features and some like
hmm. Once we add the features, we'll test it in the development environment. Then again, it test it in the testing environment. Then we will go to the production environment. So production environment, so doesn't have access to the developers and testing team. So production environment having access to the only a Linux operational engineers or a DevOps engineers. So who will deploy our application in the production? Only these guys, DevOps, either DevOps or operational engineers. As understood? Who will
yes, sir.
maintain the servers? Who will maintain the servers? Operation engineers. The maintenance is nothing but deploying. So the maintenance. I think you will get a message, right? Something like when you are searching in the any website, the website is something like a so maintenance is going on, or
Under
something like
maintenance.
yeah, under the maintenance, or something
Yes, sir.
like you will get a messages something like banking sectors, Citibank. So today night at 12 p.m., 12 a.m. to something like 1 p.m. The site cannot be reached because of the we have a maintenance, right? So what is the maintenance? Maintenance is nothing but a initially you deployed with a chart and context. The next you added a feature called as a status. So we need to deploy this code also, right? A developer develop this status code. I want to deploy it in the all the environments, build, testing, and production. So in the production is the maintenance, where we need to get the maintenance, where we need to provide, where we need to set the maintenance in the production environment. So right. So we want to deploy. So in the production environment, there is a old code. The old code is nothing but a chart and context. But we created a new code with the status. We want to deploy this status code also. So where we can deploy it on the production environment. So for deploying this environment, definitely we need to stop the Tomcat and we need to start the Tomcat, right? We need to remove the old content. We need to remove the old jar or var, and we can so it's created a new jar and var. So we need to deploy this new jar and var in the production environment, right? Definitely we need a maintenance. Now you got it. Now you got the clarity about.
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
Yes, sir.
understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. Yeah, this is the SDLC. So this is the SDLC. Yeah. So something like, yeah, I will tell you one. So I will tell you here on. Yeah. So for example, you have a thought, you created the WhatsApp and you deployed in the server. You deployed in the server, but the server is keep it in our home. But the server is keep it in our home. So because of you have a internet, you have a power backup, you have a power and you have a internet. So you bought the server and you keep it in your home and deployed the application. So you have internet, right? So this is something like a WhatsApp, for example. WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is the UI, everything looks good. The people are signing up every day, 10,000 people. So every day, 10,000 people signing up and are using the application. The 10th day, something like 10th day into 10,000. Something like how many guys? 1 lakh people is signed up to your application. And so the huge people are accessing the site. So after 10th day, 11th day, what happened from 11th day onwards, what is happening? So every 1 hour, the internet goes down. The internet goes down and came up. So that time your site will be up and running or something like your site cannot be reached. So your site cannot be reached at that time. And every 2 hours, the site the every 2 hours the site something like the power will goes down and came up. So after 30 minutes or 40 minutes that came up. So there is no in our home, there is no UPS, there is no inverter, there is no so only one power backup and only one internet backup. So the people are hesitating from the 11th day onwards, and they are removing their accounts from the WhatsApp, right? So it's decreasing the people from 11th day onwards. The decreasing the people. I need a solution. I need a solution. So my server doesn't goes down. So what is the solution? Is there any company they are providing the power backup and the internet backup? Yes. So what is that? Data centers. What is that, guys? Data centers. DC
Same.
data centers. Yeah, data center. So data centers providing the multiple internet backups and multiple power backups. So whenever you keep the server in the data center, whenever you keep the server in the data center, so here, so we have a multiple internet backups and multiple. So we have a multiple internet backups and so we have a multiple power backups. We have a multiple internet backups and so multiple power backups. So this server, your site will not goes down. So your site will not goes down. So then, yeah, what is data center? So what is a data center? Data center is nothing but they are providing the rental space. What they are? They are providing the rental space for to keep our servers. What they are providing? They are providing the rental space for the to keep our servers. Controllers data centers. Yeah. See, in our Hyderabad, Controllers is the data center. It is located in the high-tech city in Orbit Mall Road. So this is the data center. Controllers data center. So what data center contains? What the data center provides? The center provides the data center provides a rental space for to keep our servers. This is the controllers data center. So what they are providing, you see. So they are providing the racks. They are providing the racks. So in the racks you can keep your servers. So what they are providing? They are providing the rental space for to keep our servers. And what they are providing 99.99% uptime, 99.9% durability, sustainability. So everything they are providing. So they are providing because of they have the many number of internet backups, number of power backups. For example, if normal power goes down, it will switch to immediately it will switch to UPS. If UPS goes down, immediately it switches to generator. If one generator goes down, number of generators are there, so we can our site cannot be reached. The server does not shut down at any time. At any time. So that's the reason. So we are keeping our servers in the data centers. Guys, understood? So what they are providing? They are providing the rental space for to keep our server. Guys, now understood? The environment. So production environment, non-production environment will be, the servers will be, keep it in the data center. So where we need to keep it our servers, guys? Where we will keep it our servers? Guys, tell me. So where we are keeping our servers? We are keeping our servers in the data center.
Centers, sir.
Very good. So data centers. So non-production, production, every server will be keep it in the data centers only. Yeah. So we bought this for 5 lakhs and for rental purpose. So we are paying 5 lakhs. So total how much lakhs? 10 lakhs per server, right? 10 lakhs per server. So 10 lakhs per server. So this is the data center. What this is, guys? This is a DC data center. So in the data center, so we are paying 5 plus 5, 10 lakhs per year. So either virtualization or a something like or a physical server. So because of virtualization, right? So virtualization, who uses the virtualization, guys? For example, development team and QA team uses the virtualization, right? So here we have an innovative thought and so every server having the 50,000, right? Something like a 10,000. If it is a 10 servers, 10 lakh. Each and every server 1 lakh per year. How much? The charge data center charging 1 lakh per server. So 1 lakh per server. But this is the production server. For example, this is a production server. So this server will be live 24 by 7. Okay. 24 by 7 and 365 days. Yeah. So this is good. So because of we are using this server 24 by 7. But in the development servers, so developers will work on how many hours? Will work on how many hours per day? Guys, how many hours will work on developers? How many hours, guys, will work? 8 hours per day, right? 8 hours per day. QA team also working 8 hours per day. So, but this server is running 24 by 7 and the data center is taking 1 lakh per server. But developer is working on the daily 8 hours and Saturday, Sunday off. So there is a 2 days off 48 hours. So 48 plus 16 into 580 hours equal to 128 hours So we are not using the non-production environment. So because of a daily 8 hours, right? The developer uses only daily 8 hours, and 16 hours will be free. But so if you are using or if you are not using, so they don't want the data center don't want. If you are keep the server, definitely you need to pay. So without using or with using. So a innovative thought comes into the picture. Innovative thought comes into the picture. So here, how much reduced the cost? The cost reduced the 90%. They reduced the cost of 90%. So here also innovative thought comes into the picture. Innovative thoughts comes into the picture. Here also it reduces the cost reduces 90% from virtualization to cloud. So from virtualization to cloud. So cloud. This is the cloud, guys. Oh shit, I want to remove this. We can shit. Yeah. So I will tell you now, guys. Yeah. So this is the innovative thought comes into the picture. The cloud. Yeah. The innovative thought comes into the picture. So it reduces the 90% of the 90% of the cost from 10 lakhs to 1 lakhs. Here 1 lakh to 10,000. So per server, how much we are paying? 10,000, 10K per year. So it reduces the it reduces the cost. So here also we are using the virtualization. So here also, so we are using the virtualization. But so what is the slogan of the cloud is? The slogan of the cloud is pay as you go. So what is the slogan, guys? Tell me what is the slogan of the cloud? Guys, tell me. Pay as you go. So what is the slogan of the cloud, guys?
Pay
Pay as you use.
Pay as you go. So pay as you go means, so whenever developer comes into the office, he started the server. Whenever he leaves from the office, he stopped the server. So again, a developer comes, so that time only it will chargeable. So whenever you use the server, that time only you can pay the money. Otherwise, you can't. Otherwise, you cannot pay the money. So whenever you are using the server, that time you can start the server and use the server. So if the work is done, you stop the server, you cannot pay the money. So it will be chargeable only for so whenever you use the server only. The slogan of the cloud
I
is
think this is
pay
the
as you
requirement, like how much you need.
CPU, RAM, based on your timings, working hours, so you can use it. So this is the data center, right? Data center or on premises. Guys, remember these words. Data center or on premise. So the data center or on premise environment. So what they are providing data center, they are providing the infrastructure as a service. What they are providing, guys? They are providing the infrastructure
IIS
infrastructure as a
service.
yes. So infrastructure as a service. Guys, so what they are providing? The data center provides IaaS. Only they
Yes.
are providing IaaS. Guys, tell me. So what is they are providing? Data centers providing IaaS. Infrastructure as a
Infrastructure as a
service.
service.
Infra as a service or infrastructure as a service. So cloud also what they are providing. So we need a server, right? So if you want a server, definitely we need a data center. Definitely we need a data center. Yeah. So it's links to cloud links to data center only. We need ultimately, finally, we need a data center, right? So yeah. So data center, it connected to it linked to data center. So something like, so before, in the data center environment, everything will be manually, same like as a banking transactions. Same like as a banking transactions, everything manually. So, so something like AWS, some of the cloud providers having the thought. So, so no one created the application for the infrastructure. No one created the application for the infrastructure. So if I create the application, if I create the API, or if I create the application, or if I create the website for the infrastructure, so infrastructure, so they are thinking and they created a application, they created a website for the infrastructure. So ultimately, this API, this application will connect to the data center only. Will connect to the data center only. So what they are thinking, so for the banking purpose, insurance purpose, food purpose. So before we don't have applications, right? So they think and they created applications for the banking and everything. The same way, some of the cloud providers are think and created the application or created the website for the infrastructure also. Created the website for the infrastructure also. So this is so what are the cloud providers, guys? Guys, tell me. So what are the cloud providers, you know? Guys, who are the cloud providers? So what are the cloud providers? Or something like a cloud providers. So cloud providers, do you know the what are the, who are the cloud providers? AWS, Amazon Web Services, GCP, Google. Google creates a Google developed the GCP, and Amazon developed the AWS, and
Microsoft
yes, very good. Microsoft Azure
Azure,
and OCI,
Oracle.
Oracle,
Yeah.
Oracle,
And also I
IBM,
think IBM. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
IBM Cloud, Alibaba Cloud. So this is for China, I think. Yeah. So these all are the cloud providers. Who are the cloud providers, guys? So AWS, GCP, Azure, OCI, IBM, Alibaba, these all are the cloud providers. So initially the first cloud starts Amazon. Amazon, something like the same way. So I have a thought messaging, right? The same way Amazon having the thought. The thought is like that. So I want to create a application. I want to create a website for the data center. So before, if there any issue having in the data center, so manually we need to go to the data centers and we need to verify that, and we need to resolve that. We don't want to go to that tier. Is there any automation? Yes. So the automation purpose, they created a API console. What is the name? It call it as a AWS console. AWS console is nothing but a AWS console. AWS console is nothing but a API, AWS API, GCP API, Azure API, OCI API, IBM API, Alibaba API. So they created the API and linked to the data center only. Ultimately, I want a server. So this application will give the server? No, will application will give the only front end. So the backend is data center is available. The same like Amazon also having the AWS, but the backend Amazon data centers there. AWS data centers. You see, so these are the Amazon data centers. So you see, so this is the Amazon data center. So Amazon, so this is also Amazon data center. So this is also Amazon data center. So every cloud having their own data centers in the regions and link up to this application. So link up to this application. So ultimately, this is application. This application created only. This is only application. So it link to the data center. So whenever you hit the you want a EC2 instance, if you click the instance in the you in the select in the API, it will connect to the data center and it will create the instance in the data center only. Because of this is the hardware, right? Who provides the hardware? Hardware provides the data center. Guys, understood? So these are the cloud providers. So if cloud, the same way, data center provides infrastructure as a service, the same way cloud also provides the infrastructure infrastructure as a service. So is there any difference between cloud and data center? Though. So that's the reason. So Amazon, every cloud is thinking, and they created a three types of services, cloud services. Three types of cloud services. Cloud services. So what are the cloud services? Guys,
Platform.
IaaS. Second one is PaaS,
Yes.
PaaS. Third one is
Software as a service.
yes, very good.
AWS.
Yes. What is SaaS, guys? IaaS, what is IaaS?
Software as a service.
Infrastructure as a
Infra as
service.
a
Infrastructure as a service.
So what they are providing in the only it will provide the infra as a service. What
Platform
platform
as a
as a service?
service.
So platform as a service. So what software as a service? What software as a service? So IaaS, infra as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So apart from infra, apart from DC, they are providing the other two services, cloud services, PaaS and SaaS. So what is PaaS and what is SaaS? So what is SaaS and what is PaaS? Yeah. So infrastructure as a service is nothing but they will provide the infra. For example, so in the IaaS they will provide the infra, but in the PaaS, they will provide the infra as well as so developer comes into the picture. So I am a developer, or Mantosh is the developer. The guys who are joined in the class, these all are the developers. They doesn't know the infrastructure. You doesn't know the infrastructure. What you know only how to deploy application, right? You know only how to deploy application. But I need a infra also. I don't want to. So this is the trial and R&D purpose, trial and error purpose. I'm using this code. So I don't want a infra. I don't want a operational team hire in the company. So who are providing both, who are providing infra and platform is nothing but a, so something like they are providing the infra. In that infra, so how you can deploy your application, you can deploy your application through the browser, right? Web server. So they are providing the softwares also, Java and Tomcat we need. So what they are providing the this platform. Platform is nothing but a softwares. What are the softwares we need to deploy our application? Developer develop that code. So doesn't know anything. So what we need? We need a server, we need a infra. On top of infra, so we need to install a Java and Tomcat also, because of so where we need to deploy our application, we need to deploy our application in the web server. So yeah, so platform as a service is nothing but they are providing the infra. Apart from infra, they are providing the softwares. They are providing the softwares also. They are installed the software. They are managing the softwares. So they are managing the softwares also. Platform as a service is nothing but a infra plus softwares need to install. So only developer deploy the application. Once the everything is ready, so we just deploy our code, right? So deploy our code. That is nothing but a platform as a service. Something like so I asked to Mantosh. So I am a client. Santosh is the Santosh is something like a service, cloud provider. So Mantosh is nothing but for example, AWS. So I asked to the Mantosh, is there any possibility to build the infra and install the softwares and develop the code also? Develop the code also. Yes, AWS provides platform as a service, infra as a service, software as a service. For example, Gmail. So Gmail is a software as a service. So everything will be Everything will be deployed. Everything will be taken care by the cloud provider. So the developers, the code development also taken care by the AWS cloud providers, whatever it may be, either AWS or whatever it may be. SaaS is nothing but a software as a service. They will provide the softwares also. They will provide the everything. They will provide the
Yes,
everything.
I isn't.
Software as a service is nothing but they will provide each and every end-to-end process. And platform as a service. So I have a developers. So I have a developers and my developers will develop the code. I don't want SaaS. I want PaaS only. So I don't want an operation engineers and infra. So who will provide that both those facilities? Platform as a service. Yes, AWS or any cloud provides that platform as a service. Up to install the softwares, just to deploy our code. Before just to deploy our code, they will provide all the services. That is nothing but a platform as a service. Infra as a service. I have a big company. In my company having the developers, operational engineers, DevOps engineers, everything will be there. No need to bothering about the PaaS and SaaS. I just need a infra as a service. So then we took the infra as a service. So in our company, operational engineers are there, developers are there, testers are, everything will be there. Just we took the infra as a service. Guys, understood now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right? Yeah, pay as you go. The cloud slogan is, guys, remember this slogan, pay as you go. So who are the cloud providers, guys? Cloud providers are Amazon,
Amazon,
Google,
Google, Microsoft,
Microsoft,
Oracle,
Oracle,
IBM.
IBM, and Alibaba. So what are the cloud providers? Something like AWS, GCP, Azure, OCI, IBM, Alibaba. So what are the cloud services, guys? IaaS, PaaS, SaaS.
Plus, yes,
Yeah. So cloud environments. What are the cloud environments, guys? So what are the cloud environments? So cloud environments are public cloud,
private cloud,
guys, private cloud,
and one product. Public and private both major. It's a hybrid cloud.
cloud,
Yes.
hybrid cloud. Yeah. So what they are providing? So they are providing the public cloud. Public cloud means the pay as you go. So whenever you use the service, that time only you can pay. So that is nothing but a public cloud. So private cloud means, so if you want a dedicated resources, no one cannot touch my resources or a servers or anything. So then you can take a private cloud.
Private cloud.
So it will be separately. So we need a both a private and public is nothing but a
So hybrid
hybrid.
cloud.
So for example, R&D. So you are researching and development. For example, COVID. What are the vaccinations, guys? Covishield and Covaxin, right? So in the R&D purpose, we are taking the private cloud. For example, for the researching the Covaxin, for researching time. So we are not revealing anything to the public. So that time you took the private cloud. So after trial and error, it will success. We need to apply it on the people, on the environment, right? On the public. So that time we need a public cloud. So that is nothing but a hybrid is nothing but a public and private. So public cloud, private cloud. These are the cloud environments, cloud services, cloud providers. Guys, tell me. So what is the slogan of the cloud? What is the slogan of the cloud?
Pay as you go.
Pay as you
Pay
go.
as you go. So what are the cloud providers?
Amazon, Google.
Guys, everyone speak code. So what are the Amazon, AWS, Google, GCP, Microsoft Azure, Oracle, OCI, IBM Cloud, Alibaba Cloud. So these are the cloud providers providing the cloud environment. So what are the cloud services are there? Cloud services
IaaS,
are IaaS, PaaS,
SaaS.
SaaS.
Yes.
Yeah, cloud environments. What are the cloud environments? Public cloud,
Public
private
cloud,
cloud.
private cloud, hybrid cloud.
Yeah, guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
Now you got the point. Yeah, here. So whenever the developer comes into the office, that time he start the server. Whenever he leaves from the office, that time he stop the server. So then the charge will be on whenever you are using that time. So that will be charging. So that's the reason 90% of the cost reduction from virtualization to cloud. So cloud also uses the virtualization, but what is the concept? Pay as you go concept. That's the reason it reduces the cost. So what company is thinking? Every company is thinking a cost reduction or cost cutting. How we can get the profit, right? How we can get the profit? Definitely, we need a cost cutting. So what are the possible ways to do the cost reduction? Guys understood? Guys understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Guys speak out. I'm able to understand, right? You know or you don't know. You understood or you did not understand. Guys, 1 second. I want the water. Guys, I'm back. Yeah. You guys know about the basic, right? So these all are the cloud. These are the cloud core features, guys. So what? These are the cloud core features, guys. Now you understood. There is no much difference between data center and cloud. So what they are providing, they are creating an application for this data center and link up to the cloud, link up to this like data center. So apart from IaaS, what they are providing the PaaS and SaaS. That's the reason cloud is proper. Other way, cloud is not proper. If you are using same IaaS, they are also providing cloud also providing IaaS. So data center also providing infrastructure as a service. There is no much difference, right? Then cloud fails. So why it popular? Because of PaaS, SaaS, and that pay as you go model. So this is the reason. So the cloud is popular. The cloud is popular. Is understood? Yeah. So what is a cloud computing? What is a cloud computing? So why we go for cloud computing? History and origins of a cloud computing, characteristics of a cloud computing, types of cloud services. What are the types of cloud services, guys? Cloud services are software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, cloud implementation types. So conclusion. What is a cloud service? Cloud service and cloud solutions that are delivered and consumed in a real time over the internet. Services and solutions that are delivered and consumed in a real time over the internet as a cloud services. Guys understood? So what they are providing? They are providing the services. They are providing the services and solutions. They are providing the services and solutions. One second, I will show you. Yeah. So what they are providing? They are providing the services. So what are the services they are providing? Amazon EC2, Amazon ECR, Amazon ECS, Amazon Elastic Beanstalk, Amazon AWS Lambda, auto scaling, IAM, AWS KMS, Amazon S3, Amazon SES, Amazon RDS, Amazon Aurora, Amazon DynamoDB. So the number of services they are providing. They are providing the services and along with solutions, services and solutions. Understood? They are providing the services and solutions. Services and solutions that are delivered and consumed in a real time over the internet or the cloud services. Cloud service. So over the internet, they are providing the services and solutions. That is nothing but a cloud service, cloud computing. So when you store your photos online, so use webmail or a social networking sites, you will use the cloud computing as a service. Use the cloud computing service. So what is a cloud computing? So cloud computing is a delivery model. Cloud computing is a delivery model of a computing services over the internet. So cloud computing is a delivery model of computing services over the internet. It enables real-time development, deployment, and delivery of a broad range of products, services, and solutions. It enables a real-time development, deployment, so real-time development and delivery of broad range of products, services, and solutions. So cloud computing is a style of computing where massively scalable IT-related capabilities are provided as a service across the internet to multiple external customers. So cloud computing is a style of computing where massively scalable IT-related capabilities are provided as a service across the internet to the multiple external customers. Guys, now you understood cloud computing? Yeah. So what is a cloud computing? They are providing the services. They are providing the computing and software resources that are delivered on demand as a service. So what is a cloud computing? Computing and the software resources that are delivered on demand as a service. What are those applications, databases, services, storages? So everything they will provide. So why you go for cloud computing? Lower compute cost, improved performance, reduced software cost, instant software updates, unlimited storage capacity, increased data reliability, device independent and always on, anywhere and any place. You can connect the cloud anywhere and any place if you have a internet. Free from the maintenance and no need to know. So this is the reason. So we are going for the cloud computing. So either AWS or a Azure or a Google Cloud or a GCP or a Azure or a OCI, Alibaba, IBM, whatever it may be. So why we are go for the cloud computing? Lower computing cost. So it will be 10,000 per year. So improved performance, reduced software cost. We need a software, right? A manual infra. After building the infra, we need to install the Java and Tomcat. Tomcat is the software cost. So reduce the software cost, instant software updates, unlimited storage capacity, increased data reliability, device independent and the always on, anywhere and any place, free from the maintenance and no need to know. So this is the reason. So we are going for the cloud computing. History and origins of the cloud computing. In 1996, supercomputers mainframes. So mainframes in 1999, the first milestone of the cloud, the arrival of the Amazon. In 2000, launch Amazon Web Services. In 2003, S3. In 2008, the Google and the Azure, they launched the cloud. They launched the cloud. So before I will tell you here. So yeah, they launched the cloud. So what is AWS? AWS is nothing but Amazon Web Services is a cloud provider. What is AWS? Amazon Web Services is a cloud provider. They provide you with servers and services that you can use on demand or scale easily. So AWS has revolution IT over the time. AWS powers some of the biggest websites in the world. So what are the websites in the world? Amazon.com, Amazon.in, Netflix, BNB, everything will be deployed in the AWS. Everything will be deployed in the AWS. So services, I already told you, right? Service. The AWS cloud history. In 2002, internally launched, 2003, Amazon infrastructure is one of the core strength idea to market. 2004, launched publicly with the SQS. 2006, relaunched the publicly with the SQS, S3, EC2. EC2 launched in 2006. 2007 launched in the Europe. The first launched in the US only. So what are the who are using the Dropbox is using Airbnb is using NASA is using Netflix is using. So these all are using the AWS. These all are using the AWS. Yeah. Going back to here. Yeah. Characteristic of the cloud computing: on demand, self service, flexibility, reliability, elasticity, resource pooling. So these are the characteristics, guys. These are the characteristics. Yeah, cloud service layers. What are the cloud service layers? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, application service, application as a service. You know everything. So software as a service. So infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service is the delivery of a technology. Infrastructure as on demand, scalable service. Platform as a service. Platform as a service. All of the facilities required to support the complete life cycle of the building and delivering the web application and service entirely from the internet. So what is a software as a service? Software as a service is the software delivery methodology that provides licensed multi-tenant across to the software and its functions remotely as a web-based, web-based cloud layers. So infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. The infrastructure as a service, what they are providing: servers, networking, storage, data center, and firewalls, and load balancer. So what they are providing in the platform as a service: middleware, web point to your application runtime, development toolkits, and database and Java runtime. So these are the softwares. Software as a service. They are providing indirect email services, industry applications, business processes, CRM, CP. This is the software as a service. The cloud service models comparison. This is the traditional IT. This is nothing but a data center. Everything will be provided our only. So IaaS, they are providing up to the infrastructure, networking, storage, servers, virtualization, OS. Apart from we can do the install the services, then data, then applications. So what is the PaaS? Yeah, PaaS. So what is a PaaS? So PaaS is nothing but they are providing up to software installations. Up to they are providing software installation, just they deployed our application. So what is a software as a service? So what is software as a service? Software as a service means they provide everything they are providing: networking, storage, servers, virtualization, OS, middleware, runtime, data, application, everything they will provide. Everything they will provide. So there is nothing but a IaaS, SaaS, PaaS, traditional IT. So cloud implementation type. What are the clouds environments? Public cloud, private cloud, public, private, and hybrid. So public is nothing but internally cloud data center agility, enterprise data center automation, firewall, and security. So public cloud. So external cloud. They are connecting with the regions. So hybrid is nothing but we need a both private and public. So public cloud owned and managed by a service provider, made available to the general public or a large industry group. So private cloud operated slowly in an organization, may be managed by the organization or a third party, limited access to the enterprise and partner. Hybrid cloud composition of a two or more clouds, private and community and public community, bounded together by the standardized and proprietary technology that enables data and application probability. Conclusion. So cloud computing is the fastest growing part of the network-based computing. It provides a tremendous benefits to the customers of all the sizes, simple users, developers, enterprises, and all the type of organizations. Guys, then, so what is AWS? Benefits of using AWS, history and origin of AWS, AWS components, AWS services, AWS regions, AWS availability zones, AWS edge locations, AWS certifications. So this is the core functionality of the core features of the cloud. This is not related to any. This is implemented to any cloud. This is implemented to any cloud. So this is the AWS. Now we start. What is AWS? Benefits of using AWS, history and origins of AWS, AWS components, AWS curve services, AWS regions, AWS availability zones, AWS edge locations, AWS certifications. So what is AWS? Amazon Web Services are the collection of remote services, also called as a web services, offered by the Amazon.com over the internet to build and run an application. So we can build and run an application in the AWS. Amazon Web Services are the collection of remote services offered by the Amazon.com over the internet, build and run an application. So Amazon Web Services are robust, scalable, and affordable infrastructure for cloud computing. AWS provides a compute storage, and database services, quickly provisioning the IT needs. So what is AWS? AWS is a set of cloud computing services. AWS is the set of cloud computing services. What are the cloud computing services? Yeah, so these are the cloud computing services, set of cloud computing services. So what AWS is a set of cloud computing services. AWS is flexibility, availability, and scalability. AWS is a elasticity. Elasticity means we can automatically scale up and scale down. Scale up and scale down as needed. So we can get the resources instantly. So AWS is a elasticity. Guys, remember this. Remember this word. AWS is a elasticity, scale up and scale down as needed. So we can get the resources instantly. We can get the resources instantly. AWS is a fully on-demand services. So benefits of using AWS: pay per use model, instant scalability, so reliability and redundant and secure. Most of the services accessed via a simple REST SOAP API. REST API is nothing but a so that AWS console. So service level agreement, so and the availability and the support. AWS provides 24/7 support in the real time operational status of the services around the globe. So the history and origins of AWS, we already knows, right? So grew out of the Amazon needs a rapidly provisioning and configuring machines of the standard configurations for its own business. Early 2000s, both private and shared data centers began using the virtualization. Early 2000s to the perform server consolidation. 2003 internal memo by Chesapeake and describing infrastructure as a service in the world. So 2003 S3 first deployed in the pricing, EC2 in the fall. So 2008 Elastic Block Storage available. Amazon EC2 now offers Windows Server 2008 also. So before it is a Linux only. Now it is offers Windows servers also. So 2009 relational database services added, announcing Amazon Cloud front-end streaming. AWS launches the Northern California region. Amazon EC2 instances now can be boot from the Amazon EBS, introducing the Amazon EBS shared snapshot. DynamoDB, announcing the Windows Server 2010 on AWS. 2013 Amazon DynamoDB console now available in AWS Go Cloud. New management console and support more AWS features, announcing that next generation of Amazon EC2 high IO instance. So for 2014, Amazon Glacier is now available in the AWS. These all are the means services. They are adding a new service and introducing a new service in the new year, developing and introducing a new service in the new year. So various components of the AWS cloud computing platforms, guys. So AWS global infrastructure. In the AWS global infrastructure, what they are providing? They are providing the availability zones, regions, and edge locations. What they are providing in the AWS global infrastructure? Availability zones, regions, and edge locations. Guys, I will tell you. No worries. What is availability zones? What is regions? You will get it. Yeah. In the foundation services, what they are providing? Compute, storage, database, networking. What they are providing? They are providing the foundation services, compute services, storage services, database, and networking. What are the application platform services? Content distribution, messaging, parcel processing, libraries, and SDKs. Management and administration console, identity and access, deployment and workflow, monitoring. So these all are the AWS computing platform in global infra. This is the AWS global infrastructure, foundation services, application platform services, management and administration. The big picture of the AWS. So what are those? Foundation services, application services, and management services. So AWS global infrastructure, compute. What are the compute? Amazon EC2, Autoscale, storage, Amazon S3, EBS, Amazon Storage Gateway, Amazon Glacier. So databases, Amazon RDS, Amazon DynamoDB, Amazon SimpleDB, Amazon Elastic Cache. Networking, so Amazon VPC, Elastic Load Balancing, Amazon Route 53, AWS Direct Connect. These are the foundation services. So what are the application services? Queuing, notification, email, libraries, workflow, parcel processing, content delivery, searching. These all are the application. So what is the deployment and management? Deployment and the management, identity and IAM, identity and access IAM. So administration of enterprise, monitoring and deployment and authentication. So AWS services. Amazon provides the various types of services as below. Various types as below. EC2 virtual private servers. So here we are calling as a physical server. Here we are calling as a virtual machine. Here we are calling as a virtual machine. But in the cloud, we are calling as a instance. Name call it as a instance. VM is nothing but the name is instance. So the name it call it as a EC2. Elastic compute cloud. EC2 means E means elastic. I already told you, right? You remember that elastic. Elastic means scale up, scale down. Elastic C means compute. C means compute. Another C means cloud. So elastic EC2 means nothing but a elastic compute cloud. So the name call it as a instance. So compute service, what is the compute service name? EC2 service. The EC2 service, what we can do? So we can create the instances. I will show you guys now what is. Yes. Yeah. So EC2 is nothing but a virtual private servers. So VM is nothing but a EC2. Here, EC2 instance is nothing but a VM. Similar to standards, so VPs are called as instances. Instances available in variety of sizes. All major operating systems are supported. S3 is nothing but a cloud storage, highly scalable. Some companies have PBs of data also. Highly available data is stored in the multiple data centers. RDS services. RDS services is nothing but a relational database services, MySQL, SQL, and Oracle database services, variety of sizes, high availability, available for the extra cost, read replication, scheduled backups. Route 53, DNS, highly available, work well with the other AWS services, fast and secure, paper, zone and million requires, CloudFront, Glacier, DynamoDB, Elastic Cache. These all are the services. So these all are the services, guys. These all are the services. So AWS regions. So I will show you guys. I will show you the region. So the console is AWS AWS dot Amazon dot AWS dot Amazon.com/console. So this is nothing but a AWS console. So if you don't have the access to the AWS cloud, so you can sign up. Sign in the console. Yeah. Here you don't have the access to this console. Create a new AWS account. Create a new AWS account. I will show you the steps of how to sign up the account, guys. Okay. So just I have the account. I'm logging into the account. So I'm logging as a root user. Why? Yeah, I will show you guys. I will show you. AWS console. Sign in the console. Oh, wait a second. I want to log out. Yes, sign in the console. So go to the sign in the console, create a new AWS account, root user email. I think I have all the email address, right? Let's try with cherku.arikrishna@gmail.com. Let's try this, guys. Let's create a new account, guys. Yeah. So root user email address. What is the root user email address, guys? So this is my user email address. cherku.harikrishna2019@gmail.com. So username should be the same. I'm giving the same. Okay. Next, verify the email address. The first step is so verify the email address. Yeah, I will be verifying my email address. So verification code enter to this name. Let's check. If your account has been permanently closed, you wish to create a new account, you must be email verification, right? Spam. Got it done. Control. Cherku.harikrishna, Cherku.harikrishna 2019@gmail.com. Say Cherku.harikrishna@gmail.com. Verify the email address. Yes. To make sure you are secure, what do you do? We will send an email verification code to check it. Okay, let's check it. Yeah. This is just so this email says that already associated with the AWS account. What is the verification code, guys? Create a standard AWS account rating I have received with AWS account. Enter it the below to confirm your email. Verification code. If you could not state email address, if you're not associated with this email address, actually create account. Where I get the verification code, guys? You send it. Enter the below. Enter the below to confirm your email. Get initial contract. Let's yeah. So how you can create your account, guys? I will show you the one thing. Yeah, for the AWS account creation. So AWS account creation or a sign up for a free tier usage. We don't need to pay anything. You can just create the account and you can use it. For the free tier, it will be 1 year. So what you need to get started, you need to get the online payment credit card, a credit or debit card, AWS account, computer with internet connection, a browser, SSH client, and Windows RDP. So Windows RDP. So let's get started with how you can create something like so an AWS account includes 12 months of free tier access, including using Amazon EC2, Amazon S3, and Amazon DynamoDB. Right. So this is the way you can click the create a new account. So once you give your enter email ID, so that I'm using the returning my password. So AWS account, this is the first step. So sign in your email ID. The next step is login credential. You need to provide the login credentials. So once it is done, the contact information, the contact information you need to provide. Then payment. So you will provide your debit card or credit card. It will be chargeable 1 rupee, and so it will be a free of guys. So free tier AWS free tier usage is for free for 1 year. So AWS compute services 750 hours per month, and the storage Amazon S3 5 GB, and the database Amazon RDS 750 hours for the month. So this is the free tier, guys. Apart from you are using this our server, definitely we need to chargeable. So identity verification. So we will provide the identity verification for our phone number verification, phone verification. Then support plan. So you are taking a basic or a development plan or business standard plan and enterprise plan. So we can say you can use the basic support plan. Next, you can log in. You can log in as a root user or a AM user. So you created as a root user, right? You can check it. So then the explore the console. Once you log into the console, it will showing this compute services, storage services, database services, developer services, management services, security identity, analytics, and analytics services. These are all the services, guys. You guys understood? So this is the way we need to create the AWS account. And I already showed in the AWS account creation, guys. I already AWS account creation. AWS account creation. I am. Yeah. So there is a AWS account creation, guys. You can check it and you can create. Yeah, this is the AWS account creation. So you guys can watch it and you can create your own way, or else. So you can do the same way. You can do the same way whatever we provided, right? So why I'm not getting the service code? Let's check. Or I will create a new. mm, so this is the Gmail, right? 1 second, guys. Gmail.com. Create a new account, guys, for my personal use. One second, guys. I'm creating my Gmail. Then I will start. I already sent the mail. Next, choose your email address for pick a Gmail address. Create one. Should Krishna 31 gmail.com or some password. The password is 1 second, guys. Yes, guys, very good. It's created. Recovery email address. Skip. Next. Agree. No thanks. Agree. Yes, guys, I created my AWS account. Then aws.amazon.console.com. So here, to complete a sign up. Here you can complete the sign up, create a new AWS account. Not this one. Root email address is okay, guys. Inbox. What is the email address, guys? The email address is cherry.registration@13. Yeah, I'm providing this email address, account email address. So verify the email. Send it to the confirmation email. Yeah, I got it finally. Guys, see, I got the verification code, guys. I got the verification code. Get verified. Yeah, the root user password. So I'm keeping the password is something. You see, guys, uppercase letter, lowercase letters, numbers, and non-alpha numeric character. So again, I put it. Yes. So then continue. So this is the step 1. We have a step 5. Yeah. So this is the personal use. The full name is something like yeah. Can use this, guys. This is plus. What is this, guys? India, right? India. EIA. So India. Yeah, you can provide India. So region is India. Yes, guys. This is the. So I have read and everything. I have exceeded the character limit. For instance, yeah. So this is the step number 3. Step number 2 completed. So what is the step number 3? So we need to provide a debit card. Debit card, guys. I'm giving the debit card information, guys. You guys can give the debit card information. Something like so debit card or credit card. So what cards are accepting? The cards are accepting like a MasterCard or a Visa, Master, American Express, and Rupee cards, guys. So what are the cards? Mastercards. Or this is the Visa card, right? So yeah, 41 2 8 double 2. Yeah. So I'm providing the expiry date. 10 CVV. I'm providing the information. Information. Yeah, verify. Yeah, guys. So it is asking the authentication. So it will charge us 1 rupee, guys. I'm not getting the intro TP. Yes, guys. So it will be chargeable for 2 rupees. 6, 7. Yes. Yeah. So sign up for the AWS confirmation identity. So Hari Krishna Cheruku, personal use, ownership type, individual. Voter ID, driving license, passport. I think these are not needed. Continue. Oh, is the voter ID one? You can give anything. You can give the anything. Giving the voter ID. RD4. The text message or voice call. You want a voice call India, right? India. India. Yes, the number is 966. Okay. What is this, guys? PHPY. PBD385. Sign up for AWS. Confirm your ID. Where is it? Okay. The identity is sent to S245. Basic support. Yeah, go to AWS main console. Sign into console. What is this, guys? Shiro refresh to 31 gmail.com. Guys, understood? So this is the how you can sign up your AWS account. So this is the way we can sign up. All the services. You can see what are the services are available. Yeah. So these are the services. So analytic services, application services, business, cloud management, compute, container, database services, developer services. These all are the services. The container services, customer and enablement services, database, developer, end user computing, front end, game deployment, internet of things, machine learning, management governance, media services, migration transfer, networking and content delivery, quantum technologies, robotics, satellites, security. So everywhere they are creating the services, they are creating the all the services. So initially starts with only EC2, but nowadays, so they are added all the services. You see, all the entertainment, social, robotics, satellite. You can use these services and solutions. So they are instantly providing everything. They're instantly providing everything. So EC2, right? EC2 is the compute services. Yeah. So something like, so we need a confirmation. Once they are checking from them, so then it will shows the everything. Confirmation, credit information with PC. Yeah, we need a confirmation, guys. So if you got the confirmation, so it will show you. Got the confirmation, it will show you. So this is the account creation. Yeah. Then guys understood, right? How to sign up the AWS account. Do you understood? Guys understood or not? Guys speak out. Guys are able understood? Guys speak
Yes,
out.
sir.
Yes, right? Yeah. So the regions. So AWS regions are completely isolated from the each other and are the different parts of the world, and AWS region is a collection of data centers, availability zones, or agents. Each region has a set of number of agents. All agents are in a region connected by the high bandwidth. Cost vary from region to region. So default region is US East one. So AWS regions, data centers are separate across the world. So these are the data centers separated across the world. So there are 9 regions: US East North Virginia, US West North California, EU Ireland, APAC Singapore, APAC Tokyo, APAC 3 Sydney, GovCloud, US West to Oregon, South America. So you follow. So availability zone, subset of the region, physically isolated and independent. Physically isolated and independent. Low latency. Every region has minimum 2 agents. So edge locations. So what is the edge location? Edge locations are the important part of the AWS infrastructure. There are currently 40 edge locations. They are located in most of the major cities around the world and are used by the CloudFront. Under Route 53, distributed content near to end user. What are the AWS certifications, guys? So someone is asked, right? What are the AWS? The AWS certifications are associative level and professional level. What are those? Associative and professional. So associative level, the basic certification is nothing but AWS Certified Solution Architect, AWS Certified Developer Associative, AWS Certified SysOps Administrator. So there is a Cloud Practitioner certification also there. So that is the entry level, guys. So professionals are AWS Certified Solution Architect Professional, AWS Certified DevOps Engineer Professional also. This is the Solution Architect, Developer, and SysOps Administrator. These are the certifications. So introduction to AWS EC2, benefits of using EC2, Amazon EC2 use cases, Amazon EC2 pricing models, AWS instance type, Amazon mission image, selecting EC2 instance, AWS regions and availability zones, launching Amazon EC2 instance and step-by-step instance, step-by-step. So what is AWS EC2? So introduction to the Amazon EC2. What is this, guys? Amazon EC2. Yeah. So this is the EC2 EC2 is nothing but a compute services. So EC2 is nothing but a compute services is nothing but a so we can a VM. The instance is nothing but a VM. Instance is nothing but a VM. So the core features, every cloud, the core features are the same. Cloud providers, cloud services, cloud environments. These all are the same for the every cloud. But the difference is the naming convention should be different. Some in virtualization they call it as a virtual machine. In cloud in AWS cloud they are call it as a EC2 instance. In Azure they call it as a VM. In some other name call it as a GCP. Some other name call it as a Oracle. Oracle call it as a VM. The naming convention should be different, but the core feature is same. So this is for this is for creating the virtual machine. So their cloud also same. So we are creating the virtual machine. So here the name it call it as a instance. There the name it call it as a there the name it call it as a some other name. Guys understood? Amazon EC2, which is also known as Amazon Elastic Cloud to Cloud, provides resizable computing capacity in the Amazon Web Services. It is a simple web service interface, allows you to obtain and configure capacity with a minimal friction. It provides you to with a complete control of your computing resources and lets you to run the Amazon proven compute environment. EC2 is the core service of the AWS cloud platform and launched in 2006. So there are virtual servers also called as an instances. We can use these instances paper use basis. So benefits of using EC2. So easier and faster, elastic and scalable, highly available, cost effective. So Amazon EC2 Amazon EC2 is typical use cases. So where you are using the EC2 application hosting, content delivery, e-commerce sites, media hosting, web hosting, everywhere we can use this Amazon EC2. EC2 price models. So free tier usage. So we launched a free, we log in as a free tier, we sign up as a free tier, right? So on demand, reserved, spot instances, dedicated instances, charge for instances. These are the types of pricing model. Instance type. So what is the instance type? So map to the hardware specifications. So what is the instance type? Map to the hardware specifications, classified based on the CPU, memory, and storage. So map to the hardware specifications, classified based on the CPU and memory and storage. Choice of instance type, standard, medium, micro, high memory, high CPU, high IO, cluster compute, cluster CPU. So because of, so we are using, we are creating the infra for the just a small application deployment. So why we need this much big of servers. That's the reason. So they are T2 micro, T2 small, T2 medium. So nothing but so they are creating the CPU and the memory combined and create as a type, instance type. So instance type influences the performance and cost. So T2 micro, 1 vCPU, CPU, and the 6 credits, 1 GB memory, 2 GB memory, 4 GB. These vCPU, CPU credits, and memory combined it call it as an instance type. The instance type should be T2 micro, T2 medium, T2 small, T2 medium. Use cases, development environments, build servers, code repositories, low traffic web applications, and early product experiments and small databases are using micro, small, medium, T2 micro, small, medium. So these are the M3 medium, M3 large, M3X large, M3 2X large. This instance type use cases, small and mid-sized databases, data processing tasks, and that requires additional memory, caching feeds, and for running the backend services for a SAP, a micro SharePoint, and other enterprise applications. So C3 also. So based on the CPU and memory, it will be changing. The high performance front-end fleets, web servers, on-demand batch processing, and distributed analytics, high performance science, and engineering applications, and survey batch processing, MMO gaming, and video encoding, and distributed analytics. So LRG, R3 large. So we recommended memory optimized instances for high performance databases, distributed memory caches, in-memory analytics, genome assembly, and analysis, larger deployments of SAP and Microsoft SharePoint, and other enterprise in applications. Amazon Mission Image. What is Amazon Mission Image? Server template array, OS image, components with a free installed OS and optical softwares. AMI can be launched to create instances, a variety of pre-built AMIs in the catalog. Existing AMI can be customized and saved, independent of the configuration. Every AMI is uniquely identified. So launching an EC2 instance step by step. Launching an EC2 instance, launching an Amazon EC2 instance step by step, guys. How to launch the EC2 instance step by step. 1 minute, guys. Guys, back. So launching an Amazon EC2 instance step by step. I want to. So here today morning I showed you, right, how to deploy, how to install the EC2, how to install the virtual machine, how to install the CentOS 7 on Oracle VirtualBox, right? The same way we can launch EC2 instance. EC2 instance is nothing but a VM. So choose the region, choose the availability zone, choose the AMI, choose the instance, choose the configure security. So launching an Amazon EC2 instance step by step. So one second, guys. I will get the credential from my students. One of the students. Mm, mm, mm. Yes. So sign in for the. So one second, guys. He got. Yeah, guys, I got the credentials. I will do. Yeah, sign up for the AWS. I said, right? Apply the service credit card. I know you know. Create a download key pair server using the home directory. So I will show you today. So create a VM via AWS console. Contact our newly created VM like this. So login. Go to this EC2 instances. Then then select these guys. Choose region. Choose availability zone. Choose AMI. Choose instance type. Configure security. Right? So once you everything is set up, these are the instances. These are the instances running. So you are selecting the region, you are selecting the availability zone, you are selecting the AMI. So then selecting the instance type, select the configurations, then launch. So it will be launching the instance. So it will be a launching the instance. I will show it in here. Yeah, guys. Yeah. So AWS Cloud number fact, you also read it. So these are the leaders. These are the nice players. These are the challengers and nice players. AWS use cases. AWS enables you to build sophisticated scalable applications applicable to diverse set of industries. Use cases includes enterprise IT, backup, storage, big data analytics, website hosting, mobile and social gaming, everything, everywhere they are using, right? Yeah. So who are using McDonald's, 21st Century, Activision, Netflix? They are using so the enterprise. They are using the AWS global infrastructure here, guys. So AWS regions, AWS availability zones, AWS data centers, AWS edge locations are points of presence, guys. Listen carefully these AWS regions, AWS availability zones, AWS data centers, AWS edge locations. So what is AWS region? What is availability zones? What is data centers? What is edge locations? Yeah, guys. So these orange colors, all these orange colors are AWS region. So Oregon, Go Cloud, North Carolina, Ohio, North Virginia, Go Cloud, US East, Canada, Ireland, London, Spain, Milan, Paris, Frankfurt, Stockholm. So these are the regions. I will tell you, no worries. Yeah. So what is the regions, guys? So what is the regions? Yeah, I will show. So whenever you log into the server or something like sign out, yeah, sign in the console. So what is the console, guys? I already told you, right? aws.amazon.com/console. What is this, guys? aws.amazon.com/console. This is the console for the AWS. So sign in console. So console is you logged in as a root user. So account owner that performs task requiring unrestricted access. So if you are logging as a root user, it is a unrestricted access, guys. Everything you can do. So you just logged in. So once I logged into the server, the regions. So what are the regions, guys? The default region is North Virginia. Whenever you created whenever you logged into the server, the default region will be allocated. So North Virginia, US East, US East Ohio, US East 2. The US West North California is called as US West 1. US West 2, Oregon, US West 2. Asia Pacific Mumbai, AP South 1. Asia Pacific Osaka, AP Northeast 3. APS Pacific Soil, AP Northeast 2. Asia Pacific Singapore, AP Southeast 1. Asia Pacific Sydney, AP Southeast 2. Asia Pacific Tokyo, AP Northeast 1. Canada, Canada Central, CA Central. Europe Frankfurt, U Central 1. Europe Ireland, U West 1. Europe London, U West 2. Europe Paris, U West 3. Europe Stockholm, U North. So South America, Sao Paulo is SA East 3. So these all are the regions, guys. These all are the regions. So whenever you log into the server, a default region is North Virginia. What is the default region, guys? Default region is North Virginia. AWS regions. AWS has regions all around the world. So AWS has regions all around the world. Name it can be US East 1, US East 1, US East 2, US West 1, US West 2, AF South 1, AP Southeast 1, AP South 1, AP Northeast 2, AP Southeast 1, AP Southeast 2, AP Northeast 1, CA Central 1, US Central 1. These are the region names. A region is called as a cluster of data centers. A number of data centers, a cluster of a number of data centers call it as a data center, call it as a region. Most AWS services are a region scoped. Most AWS services are region scoped. What is this? These are the services. Most AWS services are the region scoped. Region scoped. Most AWS services are region scoped. So if you need to launch a new application, where should you do it? So compliance with the data governance and the legal requirements, data never leaves a region without you explicit permission. Promixity, the customers reduced latency, available server within a region. A new customer, new service, and new feature are not available in every region. Pricing. Pricing varies region to region and it's transparent in the service pricing page. Yeah, availability zone, guys. So availability zone is nothing but each region has many availability zones. Each region has many availability zones, usually 3, min 2, max 6. Example, AP Southeast 2. For example, region is the AP Southeast 2. Sydney region, AP Southeast 2 is the region. In the region, 2A, 2B, 2C. These all are the availability zones. In the 2A having the data centers, 2B having the data centers, 2C having the data centers. Guys, now understood? Each region has many availability zones. These all are the UPP Southeast 2 is the region. This region having a 3 availability zones, 2A, 2B, 2C. So 2A, 2B, 2C. So each availability zone is one or more discrete data centers with a redundant power and networking and connectivity. So they are separated from each other so that they are isolated from disasters. They are connected with the high bandwidth, ultra low latency networking. Guys, understood? So availability zone. So these are the availability zones. So each availability zone having the data center. This is the data center. This is the data centers. So this is the data centers. Each availability zone is one or more discrete data center with redundant power and network connectivity. So this is the availability zone. In the availability zone, how many data centers are there? This is the one data center. This is the one data center. This is the one data center. This is the one data. These all are the data centers. This is 2A, 2B, 2C are the availability zones. Understood? So AWS points of presence, edge locations. Amazon has 216 points of presence, 205 edge locations, and level region caches in 84 cities across the 42 countries. Content is delivered to end-to-end user with low latency. End-to-end user with low latency because of, so your data center is in US region. Your data center is in US region. You deployed in US region. So you deployed in US region. People are accessing the website in the India region only. But if you are hitting that, if your www.facebook.com is deployed in the deployed in the US, but that the website is the most of the people are using that website in the India, right? So if you hit it, if you able to log into that server, if you able to get open that application, connect that application, so definitely there will be a traffic, right? From India to US, you need to go to the traffic from India to US, and we need to open from US to India network and in our browser. So it will be a latency of latency. So that time the AWS points of presence, edge locations will be located in India. And once you connected to the users, so it will get in the India data centers servers, the edge locations, and so whenever you hit the application, it will go to the India only, never go to the US. That is nothing but a edge locations or points of presence. Guys, understood? Now we can launch the EC2 instance. We can launch the EC2 instance. It is asking again complete frustration is, and sign out this. One second, guys. Guys, wait, this is the most important. Is it how to launch the Hello, guys. Hello. Guys, are able to hear? To type characters. Why it is asking? Yeah, guys. The same way. So how you can? Yeah, the same way you can launch the instance, guys. So I already specified in the how to create AWS. Yeah, yeah. So AWS instance launch with a Terraform or launching instance. Yeah. So AWS launch instance, guys. So you can go through this document. You guys can able to launch the instances. Okay. Guys, understood? Hello, guys. There.
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. 1 second. Hello, guys. You can watch this recording. So yeah. So the same way services like that. The services like that IAM identity access management and the S3 services. The group, the next S3. S3 is nothing but a storage, guys. So you want to store the data application logs or whatever the logs, everything will be stored under the S3, guys. S3 is nothing but a simple storage service. So understanding the storage in AWS, different types of storages. What is Amazon S3? So these are the storage services, guys. So then RDS, all the services they are giving they already predefined services and we just use it, click it and use it the services only. Guys, understood? Guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys can log into the that AWS sign up. You guys can sign up with the AWS and you can install the OSs. First, you can install the OS on the VMware, guys. Okay. The virtual machine. Then you can practice. Then later you can install it in the AWS. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So guys, please make sure you guys can subscribe this channel, guys. You will get a news about the something like a Linux OS on the AWS and the DevOps everything. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.